All right, welcome back to the Fantasy Sports Network broadcast live from Monmouth Park. Scott the King Engel here, and everybody having a lot of fun here on a weekend. You can come out and meet all the talents here, like Greg Sussman, Tony Sincata, David Ganos, and people who are not so talented, like Mike Cardano. And and then we got people who really know what they're doing out here. It's my good buddy Mike Leone of DailyRoto.com. What's up, brother? It's good to see you.
What's going on? Yeah, it's an awesome event. Glad to be here.
Yes, and we were hanging out on the weekend, and we were talking about different marketing opportunities, and I came up with actually a rap song for DailyRoto.com.
Yeah, are you gonna?
Yeah, it was good. It was like, when I want good DFS, I don't get on the phone. I go to Daily Roto. I read Mike Leone. How's that?
That's awesome. But I don't know if it's actually Leone.
Leone.
But hey, for the rap, I think it works for the rap.
Wait, our producer Mike DeMurgis has actually come up with a version. All right, Mike, I need your help here. Leone, whoa, Leone, whoa. You listen to him for DFS advice. How was that?
You guys are talented. I mean, you're here to give advice, but I think they should shift you over to marketing.
Well, you know what? It was like I was talking before about Greg Sussman. He's like, nobody brands Roto Experts like you do. You got a Roto Expert shirt on and a Roto Experts hat. And I said, well, you know what? I grew up a big Kiss fan. I said, Gene Simmons taught me a lot about marketing, and then so did Lou Mayone, even though I don't have a marketing degree. But DailyRoto.com, you got football coming up now. Lots of people interested in, winning the big money with DraftKings. Like, I read actually tonight, DraftKings is now the most lucrative commercial out there. It actually surpassed Geico in terms of marketing campaigns.
Wow.
Everybody's seeing the Millionaire Maker commercials with Drew Dinkmeyer is in, which is fantastic. But everybody gets that big carrot out there. Okay, I can win $1 million. That's awesome. But I was talking with Tommy G about it. And, DailyRoto.com. You guys got some great strategy articles there about not only you're a beginner, but you're also advanced. But you want to build up your bankroll first before anything, because those tournaments are really made for everybody else to pay a few big winners off. You guys talk about that at DailyRoto.com, don't you?
Absolutely. We have a few different strategy articles, from bankroll management to how to attack tournaments. And Drew and I kind of take a survive and advance approach. You want to give yourself a chance at these big prizes, but that's not the core of what you're doing. The core of what you're doing are cash games. You're playing 50-50s, head-to-heads, and that's your consistency. That's driving you, and the small edges, the small gains that you have there allow you to take some shots in the Millie Maker here and there, but you're not going to go into it just playing the Millie Maker. If you do that, you're more likely to lose than you are to win.
I'd love to see give some more guys some more coverage, like exclusively, and I know you will do this, to like multipliers. I feel like multipliers almost like they're kind of like on DraftKings. I love them because they're not a big tournament. They're not a 50-50. But if you really know what you're doing, it seems like I'm cashing out on the multipliers more than anything these days.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you want to do what works best for you. So if you're playing 50-50s and you consistently find yourself in the top, let's say 25%, you're consistently cashing top 25%. Not a lot of times are you barely cashing. When you win, you're winning. That's when you would really want to do the multipliers, because it makes sense. If that's where your average finish is, you want to maximize your profit and maximize the game selection that you're using.
With Scott the King Engel talking with Mike Leone of DailyRoto.com. All the Roto experts out here today, including one of your Daily Roto guys is here, Dan Dobish. Dan is one of the, Dan and I go way back. He worked with me at CBS Sportsline back for many years. And, Dan gives people winning strategies, even though he's a perennial loser. He roots for, like, the Maple Leafs and the Panthers. The only guy that I know could actually switch from the Cleveland Browns and go to another losing team in the Carolina Panthers. But, he actually gives them a lot of winning daily advice. Dan is one of the guys who actually gives – you guys just don't have free paid advice, the premium advice. You got free riders like Dan.
Yeah, and Dan does a great job. He covers our niche sports. So your golf, NASCAR, MMA, things where there's not a lot of information out there. We've got free content to help you out, and it's difficult to find good free content in those areas. They're just not as popular. You can find free baseball picks or NFL picks almost anywhere, but very few spots can you get quality information on PGA DFS, MMA DFS, NASCAR. So we're really proud to be able to cover an array of sports. We got a great soccer writer, so if you're doing EPL, DFS on DraftKings, we've got a guy, Galen Dragiv, who his knowledge is awesome. I mean, he's using the advanced stats that we use in our premium stuff for other sports. He's kind of taking that approach with soccer, so we've got a lot going on.
Yeah, and also you guys got really good forums out there. You know, my son and I both like going to the daily NASCAR forum. The forums are very vibrant, and you know you read a lot of great experts over at DailyRoto.com. But you know, you also there's a real sense of community over there as well.
Yeah, and it's great to pick the brains of other players. You know, not everybody plays the same way. So if you're in the forums talking with other guys, you might find somebody that you share a similar mindset, similar philosophy to, and you guys can work together to develop that. And it's fun just to sweat out your games with, you know, if you got a big contest going on, to share that with the community, have everybody behind you. It's a great feeling. It kind of brings that camaraderie you have with season-long fantasy leagues. It brings that to DFS.
Yeah, and you know, also you guys got college football coming up now. You know, you're doing a lot of college football primers.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's our first year having a premium college football product. Chris Pacheco, who helps us out with baseball, NFL last year, and some NBA stuff. He's a great college mind. He's the numbers guy. He brings the analytics to college. A lot of places out there aren't really using the advanced stats to their advantage in college because it's kind of new. And then we paired him with Chris K, who came over from Blue Dogs, and he's the guy. He knows the depth chart of every team, and he brings more your traditional scouting to it. So we loved the combination of those two guys. We got the numbers, the traditional scouting, and together I think we're going to have the best premium college football product out there.
So Mike Leone, DailyRoto.com, thanks for stopping by today. Make sure you check him out at DailyRoto.com. The football package is now up and active. Mike, my friend, where do people follow you on Twitter?
Two hats, one Mike. You can follow me on Twitter, and I'm looking forward to some more raps out of you. I don't want it to end at just one.
Yeah, that's where you go. It's all right, everybody, Leone, whoa, Leone, whoa. You go to him for daily fantasy advice. Visit DailyRoto.com, DailyRotoExperts.com, and we be right back.